A while back, I made my wish list of what I wanted to see from Tears of the Kingdom on Switch 2. But now, Nintendo revealed just what we can expect. So, let's go over it. First up is the obvious. The gameplay looks amazing, which honestly is what we were all expecting from a new console. However, since I spent a ton of time in Tears of the Kingdom, seeing them running around during the Zelda treehouse without the game stuttering all over the place hyped me up even more. Now, the treehouse gameplay was recorded in 4K at 60 FPS. However, I personally would love to know if this game is able to run at 1080p or 1440p at 120 frames per second. Mainly because I would pick those extra frames over graphics any day. But even if it is limited to only 4K 60 FPS, the gameplay shown still looks incredible, and is obviously a huge leap forward compared to what we have now.
Outstanding!
Next up, we saw a lot on the Zelda Notes feature. Essentially, if you haven't already 100%ed the game, Zelda Notes will lead you to things that you still need to find. To be honest, it seems like a cool little gimmick, having my own navigator that will lead me to all those Koroks that I never cared to hunt down. But at this point, I'm committed to not find all those Koroks, so I probably won't use it for that. It was mentioned in the treehouse though, that you can use the navigation to hunt down different enemy types, as well as so many more different points of interest. One thing I didn't see coming is we'll have the ability to share our items with our friends using the item sharing feature. It appears you can store up to 100 items, and during the treehouse, it was said that you can send 10 items per day. Plus, it was also stated that you can send items and weapons between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. So yeah, that's a neat feature I never expected. And to top it off, it was stated in the Direct that the Zelda Notes app does not require Switch Online membership. So kudos to Nintendo for not locking these features behind another paywall. Now, another feature that was shown is what really has me hyped. And that is the ability to share my creations with everyone via a QR code. Of course, that's something I will totally be using, since I make all kinds of wild and wacky creations almost on a weekly basis around here. In the treehouse gameplay, it looks like you can have up to 60 schematics stored in your inventory, which seems like a reasonable amount to me. This feature alone is enough of a reason for me to go download that Nintendo Switch app. There was also features shown like the addition of some in-game lore scattered across the map for you to find. Also, photo sharing was shown, and the ability to check out a ton of your in-game stats, then compare it globally to others. Those were all grouped together because I kinda saw them as minor additions, but still nice to have. When it's all said and done, I'm satisfied with the upgrades I've seen. I would have truly loved to see the Sky Island area expanded on, since I felt it wasn't as big of a part of the game as I'd hoped for. Not to mention, having more than one base location on the map is something I know many of us wanted. But that would have required the developers to spend more time on a game that they already spent 6 years making. So I get it. The game looks like it runs great. Plus, they added many different quality of life improvements. And for that, I'll totally be picking up a Switch 2 and purchasing the upgrade. I had heard someone mention that all the game upgrades could be included in the Switch 2 membership, but I searched for a source and couldn't find anything to back that up. However, I did find many websites saying that this game update should be around $10. So yeah, at least we aren't getting completely robbed for a game we already bought. If you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Also, leave a comment, because I respond to those pretty often. And as always, I'll catch you next time.